The long-awaited free-to-play combat shooter Delta Force has finally arrived on PS Plus. We've been playing the game on PC for a while now, but it was just released on console this week. Most importantly, we wanted to see how well the game played at 4K. Will we take the day, or are we headed back to basic training? Let's ready up. PS Plus offers an extensive preloaded library of games for you to play, and with our premium membership, you can stream these games with just a click of a button. Now, most of our PS Plus reviews are with titles that we stream through the cloud, and this includes Delta Force. This was a complete surprise to us, and we couldn't be happier. We will be playing Delta Force on our PlayStation 5 at 4K 60fps. But before we get into the game, if you all have been playing Delta Force on PC like we have, make sure to link your Level Infinite Pass account to bring over all your well-earned progress. Enter the email associated with the account, receive and enter the verification code, and you should be all good to go. Now, not uncommon to PS Plus is that our graphics setting options are slim pickings as usual. We do have an option to adjust a setting called Performance Mode. We are given two options to choose from, frame rate and quality. This setting automatically adjusts graphic settings for high image quality or frame rate. In this case, we want to prioritize our frame rate, so we'll stick with this setting. Now, unlike most other titles we've reviewed on PS Plus, we do have the option to turn on a stat counter so we can monitor our FPS and our latency. Delta Force can be fairly demanding depending on the mode you play in. Much like the Battlefield titles, you can operate vehicles, call in artillery, destroy the landscape, all with more than 60 players running around the map at once. Now, as far as the game's performance, I truly don't have any bad things to say. I didn't experience any latency, freezing, lagging, or game crashes. From our stat counter, we can see that we reach well over 60 FPS during gameplay, although we know that PS Plus only streams up to 60. Our ping peaks around 10 milliseconds, which is very good for a game that requires so much power. I do want to compare my experience playing on PC versus the PS5. As I've mentioned, we've been playing Delta Force on PC since the game launched. The PC footage that I'm sharing isn't from a native system, but comes from a session we streamed on AirGPU, a cloud PC platform that we've covered at length on the channel. Playing Delta Force on PS Plus did take some adjustments. In my first game, I desperately needed to adjust my aim sensitivity, and operating vehicles felt much different on console than it did on PC. Also, when playing on the PlayStation 5, the DualSense gamepad has an adaptive trigger system, which took me a second for me to get comfortable with. But these in the end are minor adjustments and can vary based on a player's preference. As far as appearance, we can see that PlayStation Plus does look noticeably better than PC at 4K. And this is in comparison with a PC that is utilizing a graphics card equivalent to an RTX 4080. We're sure that many of you are going to want to party up with friends, and if you all play on different consoles, you're going to want to make sure to turn crossplay on. You all should know that every person in the party must turn on crossplay for everyone to play together. We didn't realize this initially and couldn't figure out why we couldn't start a game until we were sure each person had it on. Based on the critically acclaimed film Black Hawk Down, Delta Force puts you right into action of modern warfare and large-scale battles. The game currently has 3 distinct game modes: Warfare, Operations, and Black Hawk Down. Warfare launches you into large-scale battles, taking points and conquering enemy zones. Operations is Delta Force's version of an extraction shooter where you complete missions across an array of maps while engaging both NPCs and actual players. Black Hawk Down is a video game version of the American film of the same name. Those who have been playing for a while now know this was long awaited, and the campaign includes both single and co-op play with one challenging difficulty level. One important thing to note for cloud players is that you will have to download the campaign in order to play it. And this is because as of right now, the campaign cannot be streamed. The campaign is probably the most demanding aspect of Delta Force, so we weren't surprised we had to do so. We plan to have more coverage on the game, so look out for future videos. Overall, Delta Force is a great action shooter with a good amount of playing variety for you to enjoy, on top of the fact that it is free to play. There are a handful of new popular shooters that will be releasing soon, and both are expected to be pretty expensive in price. If you're looking for a quality title similar to both Battlefield and Call of Duty, Delta Force isn't a downgrade. It plays very well at 4K on PS Plus and has a lot of features for you to unlock and explore. If you enjoyed this overview of Delta Force on PS Plus, leave us a like. As mentioned, the game is now available for download and cloud streaming. But remember that you must have a PS Plus Premium membership to gain access to cloud streaming. If you would like to see more games on PS Plus, let us know in the comments down below. Also, if this is your first time on the channel, consider subscribing or becoming a member of the channel or on our Patreon. For more news, updates, reviews, and much more, stay tuned to the only place where you can do Battle in Gaming Heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle.